Hello, this is Hoodoo Joe, your spooky stoner, coming at you from Colonial Park Cemetery, the oldest municipal cemetery in the United States, here in Savannah, Georgia. I got a few more minutes before my guest arrive, but here's the hearse from my sister company coming up behind us. You might get a look at that while we're driving along. Hey, you guys are on my video now. Very cool.
Joe, love it.
About to start a tour. We won't be going into the graveyard tonight, though. It's locked up early, I guess for daylight savings times. But I'm right here in the back of Colonial Park Cemetery where we meet for our tour. And right behind us is a playground. That's kind of ironic because the place was nicknamed Renee's Playground due to a huge misshapen boy who used to play here during the 1700s. Some of the oldest burials in Georgia are here from the 1740s and include some of our earliest duelers, such as our signer of the Declaration of Independence, Button Gwinnett. And right here for a long time, until after the Revolution, this area was dueling grounds, which was pretty convenient because the graveyard was right next door. Graveyard eventually expanded into this area, and then during the Civil War it was vandalized and vandalized further by locals expanding farmland in the period after the Civil War. But they eventually made a road, a dirt and gravel road, right through this part of the cemetery. And after using it for a few months, bones started coming out of the ground. They realized it was part of the cemetery too. So turned it into an orchard and had lots of interesting trees growing here. And those trees expanded themselves into the graveyard and started wreaking damage on the historic crypts and such back there. So they then turned it into this little plaza and playground we have today. So if you're wondering why the playground in Savannah is in such a creepy place by the oldest municipal cemetery in the United States, now you know. Now, people walking by here or on tours late at night will often claim to hear the sound of duelers' voices arguing in the cemetery. And they'll call the police and say, I think somebody's arguing in the cemetery. I think there's a fight going on. Well, the police station is right behind me on the other side of the cemetery, right behind a brick wall. So all the police have to do is look out of their backyards. They see there's nothing in the cemetery but ghost and chalk it up to yet another encounter. Well, I think my guests are here, folks, and I'm going to have to close out. But next time you're in Savannah, come meet us here at 8 o'clock, Colonial Park Cemetery Playground.